And it's Phil X, and you're watching Guitar Tales with Dave Cohen. And Guitar Tales, guitar tales. Like, what else do you need, right? Guitar. We're geeks, nerds, gear, inspirations, positive vibes. Look out.
What a great show we have coming up tonight. It is a special presentation from the West Coast. We're very excited about it. But I have to say, I love the whole Phil X bumper we have there. I literally get scared every time that guitar goes flying in my direction, like I'm going to miss it. But thanks, friend of the show, Phil X. He's a 3-timer on our show. I think he was just on stage with Ozzy during those last shows, or at least some of his friends were. Anyway, before we have the great Rex Armstrong, Rex and the Rhythm on, we have to pay the bills. So let's first talk about our first sponsor, Confections of a Rock Star, over in Asbury Park. We're going to send some to the West Coast because their stuff is so good. Scott and I go there all the time. The food's fantastic. Cupcakes, bring your pooch because they have food for your pooch. Look at that. Look at that. Cupcakes, great play on words. Stick around because inside the building, after Alice Cooper leaves, are some of the best hamburgers you'll ever have from Little Andy. Take a look at this. Right inside there, specially made burgers, Little Andy's right inside. They are absolutely fantastic. Look how happy that guy is. Look how happy that fucker is eating those burgers. Little Andy's Burgers, Cookman Avenue, Asbury Park. But now, I want to bring in the greatest co-host, the greatest publicist, the guitarmacist extraordinaire, Scott Engel. Scott, I think
shucks.
I've known you for maybe 40 years now.
Am I blushing?
You are. This is a good show.
You know what? It's funny you should say that. I was just watching.
Wait, hold on. That's funny.
I was just watching Phil's bumper, and his stagehand did actually eventually drop the SG and broke the neck on it on the damn thing.
I remember that story.
Custom made, Van Halen out, striped up thing, and it got all beat up. So, but he put it back together again, and it still plays. But you know, once its neck is busted,
yeah,
I don't know if it's ever quite the same.
Yeah, just take a little Cialis, you'll be fine.
So we have a guest coming to us from L.A.
Yes, we do, and I want to talk all about LA.
I think we just bring him on and get started because I have so many questions for.
Yeah, let's do it.
Talented fella. Here he is. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is.
What's going on, y'all? Thank you very much. I want to make a note to mention I was also afraid of that guitar through across the street. I was like, oh shit.
That's like 30 yards.
Yeah, man, that was a serious story. Holy crap.
He threw all his guitars at the end of the show, he said, and his guy, I think his name is Scotty also, his crew, he caught every single one except once, and that's all it takes. And that thing just smashed to the ground, and he was like, what about
that's better than hitting it?
He got too cocky. He got, 16 times or whatever, throwing it, and that 17th time crash.
No. Gosh,
and the whole crowd went,
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. As cool and rock starry as it looks,
no, it's your baby. Man. You're throwing your baby over there.
Did you ever do the thing where you flip the guitar around your body with that whole thing?
I've always wanted to, but I've always been too afraid to, honestly. Also, I don't have strap locks, so I know
you're
to even try. Yeah, and I'm just playing with.
I practiced. I practiced with a gig bag, and I smacked myself in the head with. I'm like, what's the same for me?
Well, I'm going to do a segue here.
It's overdone anyway, so that.
Yeah. So, to bring in the whole LA thing and the swinging around, I was just there last week, and I watched Daltrey trying to swing the mic around. I saw the Who there at the Hollywood Bowl last week, and to watch 80-year-old Daltrey trying. Yeah.
I can't believe Roger Daltrey's 80. I can't believe I'm 61.
I think he's 81. I don't think
81.
he's 80.
You look great.
Holy shit.
Great for 61, dude.
He looks
Thanks,
better
brother.
at 81 than
Rock
I
and
do.
roll keeps you young. Well, maybe it's the Italian genes. I don't know.
Yeah. So you're out in LA. Where are you in LA?
I am in the Valley, more specifically in Encino.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. So I was just there last week. I'm a Who fanatic. And with extraordinarily low expectations, I've seen them. Like I've seen them 100 times. I've seen them maybe 10. With incredibly low expectations, went to the Hollywood Bowl, and they were good. I mean, Pete. I didn't have low expectations for Pete, although he does get very lost in his leads, and not in a good way either. But we
Did
love
he
him.
break some at least, or no? He's too old for that shit, right?
No, he didn't break anything, but he'll meander around a little bit, and some of the leads kind of don't go anywhere, but we still love him. And he sounded good. But he was like his brother, by the way, Simon, he was the one who held it down. He's a really good guitar player.
Dope.
And he's toured with them a while. And then Roger, his voice was solid. I mean, it was really solid.
Dope.
And what led me to think of this whole thing is talking about throwing guitars like Phil X. Roger did like this sort of, I don't even know if I can mimic it, but like he's like,
Don't hurt yourself.
yeah, I know that hurts.
This is an audio podcast too. Not too many.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, your mic needs some Cialis right now.
Yeah, honey pack or something.
So, yeah, but here's the cool thing. I've been telling everyone this story. So, the Joe Perry project opened, and we're thinking, there's going to be some, and there's going to be some friends up there. And then Slash walks up, and he's jamming a bit, and then he says to Slash or someone else on stage, "Do you think it's time?" And he's like, "Yeah, I think it's time." And fucking Steve Tyler walks out.
Oh, my God.
And this is an opening act, and the whole stadium just exploded.
Of course.
And I think Steve's deal is if he's not singing too long or too recently, his voice is perfect. Like it's not even right. It's not compromised at all. So he went in to Walk This Way, and they did. I forgot
he's
what
like
else
Steve
they did.
Tyler now, man. He's like a dragster, like that engine. He can rev that shit high, but he can't go for more than a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
right.
It was
right.
That was such a
blow up.
Yeah, it was a wonderful opening act. But I love your town, man. I love LA.
No, it's honestly, it's so much fun to live here just for those little Easter egg moments.
Yeah.
You think you're going to see somebody, and then someone else super sick comes out. But also just the accessibility, because I'm from Barbados, born and raised, and rarely do we ever have artists of that caliber ever come down to the islands to perform. You might catch them at like a 5-star hotel, or might catch them on the beach. Right. But growing up as a kid, I never would have had the access I do now to see artists of that stature.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then
it happens at Madison Square Garden all the time, and that's where we see living on the East Coast. That's where we see most of our concerts, and you don't know what's going to happen. It could be anybody coming out to. Friggin' Howard Stern came out and saying "Happy Birthday" to Billy Joel one time. I was like, "What is he doing?" Like you're not going to see that in Barbados. Howard Stern's not going to. You're not in Barbados to.
No. So, but then the reverse happens. Oh, you go first. You're the guest. You go first.
I was going to say though, on the flip side, there every now and again, someone really cool comes down and you meet them in a really random way. So, we'll get into it once we get to the question component of this podcast. But when I was in my first band, Cover Drive, we were we would rehearse with my mentor, Eddie Grant. He's my mom's best friend's dad. So we'd be at his crib and we'd be rehearsing, and he'd be, we sucked. But he was like, okay, focus on that and focus on that and focus on that. I'm going to go grab a friend and come back really quick. And we're like, all right, cool. And he came back with Robert Plant.
Oh my God.
just pulled up, and we're like,
wait a minute.
Hi. How are you doing? He said, okay, you guys keep rehearsing. We're going to go to the gazebo and catch up, and y'all can come up and say hi later. So we came up later, and my bassist was like, so Mr. Plant, sir, what do the lyrics of Stairway to Heaven mean? What are they about? And he's like, I tell you, but I have to kill you. And we're like, don't ask any more questions. Don't ask any more questions.
That is fantastic.
That's
man. He was really cool. He was really, really cool. Just
Eddie seems like a real chill cat, man.
Yeah, Uncle Eddie is like, we call him Rasta Yoda. Every time we end up seeing him, he's always spitting gems, and I honestly have to put my phone on record because he just just spits wisdom
I love
nonstop,
that.
and I'm gonna
I love
forget.
that.
I'm gonna forget. My
Get
social
guys like
media
that
brain at
talking
this
about
point
it.
is addled, so I need to
Right.
make sure I have everything written down, everything recorded. But yeah, he's great. He's amazing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
His
Yeah.
rise to stardom was like skyrocket. When
Oh
that
man.
Electric Avenue video came out, we couldn't get enough of it. And it was
Man.
How
so
active is he
different.
now?
I think he's working on something now. Well, last time I visited him, which was earlier this year, he moved his studio into his gazebo, so now it's like open air, which is pretty
Get
cool.
out,
So
really? That's great.
he's working on some new stuff, and he's working on digitizing older demos that he would have done that he never ended up releasing. And
Oh,
he's
that's
now only now become open to the idea of uploading his content to streaming platforms. Normally, you have to go through his website and go direct to consumer, but he's like, okay,
Really?
I'll upload to some of them.
Wow.
Oh my God, that is funny.
He's finally
Yeah.
gonna.
Now, where does he live? Does he where
He
is
lives in
his main
Barbados.
residence? Okay.
He lives in Barbados
Okay.
on Bailey's Plantation is what his residence is called.
That's fabulous. So, I was, in LA where you are, you've got to have so many sightings. I had the opposite of one when I was out there. So 30 years ago, I went to Musso and Frank's, and next to me is Eric Roberts. So I sort of had breakfast with him without exchanging a word with the guy. But so I always joke, yeah, I haven't had breakfast with Eric Roberts in a while. He has, we didn't say anything. He was just right next to me at the
I would
bar.
have been like, "How's your sister?"
Right. And so we tried to get
Ask any
in.
questions about him. I'm just.
I know. Yeah, who cares? I like him though. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
So then we went back there right the night of the hooker, and all I wanted to do was eat at Musso and Frank's again because it's such an iconic place. Everything is booked. And then the maitre d' looks at me and he's like, I think I recognize you. Like, yeah. And I just said, yeah, I think I know you. And he gave us a table. like
Amazing.
I'm less than nobody, but we got a table because, maybe the Jewish
I mean, your day from Guitar Tales, you're more than nobody, dude. Come on now.
But that's how we got a booth.
That's amazing.
I was backstage at the
opposite.
WWE thing in New Orleans. So I was dressed up, with the sunglasses and everything and hanging out with all the wrestlers.
Cool.
And I can't, people's like, are you famous? Yeah. That's it. I don't say anything else.
That's all you got to say, man.
You gotta look
say?
the part, man. Uncle Eddie will tell you that.
Uncle Eddie will tell you that for sure.
You gotta dress like, for success.
Now,
100%.
I watched on one of your videos, I'm going to get the phrase wrong. It's something you kids talk about, right? It was something like, you talked about how in LA, and this is a good segue for you have to be the king of the scene or something like that.
Oh, main character syndrome.
Yes. So tell us about that and how that fits into your professional life. Because I love how you talked about finding that balance.
Yes, I think, like I mentioned in the that podcast, there is a non-toxic side and there's a toxic side. The toxic side, at least in my opinion, is when you move through the world as if everything is owed to you, as if everybody should know you. Who are you? Oh, you're not on the trajectory that I'm trying to see myself on. So, excuse you, step to the side. Versus the non-toxic side of just being affirmed in yourself, knowing what you're good at and being confident in the things and the qualities of your personhood that would be appealing to whomever or whatever. Not putting down people because obviously, as we all know at this point, the industry is very small. It's very, very small. Who you be an asshole to tomorrow will be the person blocking you from the gig 3 years from now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, in LA, you kind of have to be like, all right, I know this guy can shred on 3 different instruments that I can barely hold chords on, or this person has the chops of modern day Luther Vandross, but I still got this shit. It's just the non-toxic side of main character syndrome is just confidence in yourself, confidence in your capacity, and
healthy
you
confidence.
Walk in that healthy confidence. Yes. And when you walk in that, people look and be like you said, people like, are you famous? Be like, yeah,
Yeah,
it might be a little bit delusional, but it is you are walking towards that eventuality, and you're just not
like
taking no for an answer.
Yeah, and you know what I like? I think the way you describe that has this really nice, healthy dose of vulnerability. So when you're describing it, you're like, if I run into someone who could shred on 3 different instruments where I can't even shred on one of those, you're being confident at the same time that you're saying, I'm not God's gift. I'm really good.
Yeah.
But what that does, I think, it puts people around you at ease, and then they don't feel threatened. Then they want to do business with you, and maybe they want to jam with you.
100%.
But because you're not making them feel like shit about themselves, because you're showing a little vulnerability, but you're still confident. And I think that's such a good way to be confident and embrace what's less than perfect about yourself.
100%. You just dare to be you, man. And that's
a better way to put it. Yeah.
That has helped me in my LA journey. I moved here 3.5 years ago. And
you're not that long there.
Not that long, man. I had no idea what the hell I was going to do when I first got here. I'm like, shit. I'm in my late 20s at this part, and I'm now trying to do a solo career after everything that I would have done in my band back in the day. Shit, how do I get from here to where I'm trying to get to, Right. And step by step, day by day, meet people, be nice to them. Just be you, honestly. Like it's what I found living in LA, the locals are the coolest people. The transplants are the ones that kind of perpetuate that LA stereotype about being too good for things and all sorts of woo-woo entitled bullshit. I'm not about that. I'm from the islands, man. I don't give a shit about that. I just want to make cool music and meet cool people. Yeah. And if we vibe and that leads to an opportunity, amazing. But if not,
and you don't seem to be too intimidated by a lot of guitar players, myself included, especially the way the internet is now, and you see little kids playing shredding like 10 times better than you can. I mean, I don't want to be a guitar player coming up now. Thank God, I have my own way, my own style, my own chops, and that's what I feel you bring. Listen, we can go back to Eddie Grant. That song with guitars has got like 2 chords, but it sounds perfect.
I'm saying, you know what's funny that you mentioned Uncle Eddie, right? When I was a teenager, I was heavy into metal, and my obsession was sweep picking. Right, I wanted to learn how to sweep pick. I wanted to know if anyone could sweep pick. And I remember asking Uncle Eddie, I was like, Uncle Eddie, can you show me like the coolest thing you could do on guitar? Thinking that he would like break out some sort of arpeggiated nonsense or some junk.
Right. Yeah.
And he was just like, he grabbed the guitar neck, held the chord, and like did this really cool throw the guitar up, catch it on another chord, throw the guitar up, catch up. And it didn't impress me as a kid. But as an adult, I'm like, oh shit, that's some real stage presence activity right there. I'm going to steal that for my show now. I get it now. It's not all about, I mean, sure, if you can blaze a solo, amazing, fantastic. But can you put on a show?
Yes.
I've said it a million times. It's a definite common factor here. If you don't put on a show, no matter how good you are, you're going to bore the crap out of everybody.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I've seen it time and time again out here.
Right. Yeah. And if it's too self-indulgent, we talk about that a lot. If it's self-indulgent.
How many guitar players you have to watch play the guitar behind their head? Really? Still?
How? Where's my strat?
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's the oldest trick in the book. It's the same as it is in front of you, but it's behind you. But non-musicians say, he's playing everything backwards. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. My other uncle plays with his tongue, which is quite fun to see.
Yeah,
on stage.
That's cool.
That would be. Now, so who in your family is musical besides your uncle?
So mom and dad. Dad was a lead singer in a band called Crossfire, one of the more prominent soca bands in the Caribbean. They would have toured everywhere. Mom was a backing vocalist and songwriter, wrote and recorded with my auntie Maria, who is Uncle Eddie's daughter. I was then raised in Uncle Eddie's studios and as a youth, recording with them and just observing the process. So those are my 2 main kind of direct musical sources. And all my younger siblings play instruments as well as I do. And we have a stage in our basement and we jam together, and it's a great time.
I wish I was a scientist. I would do a study. There's got to be some DNA connection.
There's a gene, man.
Look at Van Halen's kid. Right?
Yeah.
Just for sake of argument, he's got it. He's got the magic.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
He's writing songs. He's doing incredible shit on guitar and stuff.
It's crazy. It's definitely a gene, or at least something to study is the exposure to music at an early age from like highly proficient musical parents. Right. So my youngest brother, Steele, he's 14. he grew up around my band rehearsing, my band Cover Drive back in the day. So we started playing drums at 2. And now at 14, he can do everything that I can do as well as I can, if not better. Like, he's a better drummer than me by far at this point. You know?
He's got
and that's my primary instrument.
Cool name too. Your name's pretty cool, but his name's really cool.
Yeah, no, my parents definitely they stored it for the lastborn, Steel Armstrong.
That is a good name, man.
Like, so I'm actually throwing a show next month in California, and I'm gonna have him drum for a couple of the songs because it's time.
Oh, that would be great.
It's time, yeah, man. And normally my dad comes on stage and he sings a couple of songs, and
awesome.
Mom's harmonizing. So it's a big family affair for sure.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic. Now, where does your brother live? Is he in LA now, or is he back in Barbados?
No, so my 2 younger brothers, Chase and Steele, they live on the East Coast in Maryland.
Okay.
So we all moved to Maryland like 12, 13 years ago. My mom's from New York originally. So I was raised primarily in Barbados, but Steele was more raised in the States, and Chase was kind of hybrid in a sense.
Okay.
So yeah, they're on the East Coast.
That's great.
Oh, very cool. Now, a question that's in my head. So you said you're a metal guy for a while, right?
Yes.
All right. Do you feel the ghost of heavy metal in LA? Because I feel like it's, like when I walk the streets in LA, like the guy I was visiting, his older brother is still like a heavy metal drummer with long hair and all that. He looks like it's still 1978,
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel the ghost of it out there.
I would agree with that. Whenever I end up going out to catch live performances, I can walking down Hollywood Boulevard at night. You definitely feel it. You feel the vampiric energy.
Yes, that's what it is.
The metal days. Yeah, it's definitely still present, and especially when I dress up in my all leather to go down Hollywood at night, I definitely feel empowered and emboldened by it.
Is the road that the Guitar Center's on? Is that Hollywood Boulevard? I went there.
No, that is Sunset.
It's Sunset? Okay.
Sunset, yes. Actually, that's a good question I want to ask you guys. As musicians, how do we feel about Guitar Center nowadays? Does it still like you feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside, or are you just like, well, it's CVS for instruments at this point?
I don't honestly shop there that much. Most of my shopping gets done either through Reverb, buying new stuff, or Amazon with the new stuff. And then, some of my endorsement connections, I get stuff directly, and I don't have to step foot in a music store anymore.
Good stuff.
For strings and stuff like that. But
love that.
It's kind of like the mall, right? It's kind of dying.
Yeah. Yeah.
You walk in there, it's dead. They try to go expensive. That didn't work. They tried to go cheap. That didn't work. They tried to hit the younger students that didn't know any better. That didn't work. I don't know what they're gonna do.
And I never liked them. I never liked them. See, you're a bunch of years younger than us, but when Scott and I were growing up, it was small to medium guitars. So like when we were growing up in Red Bank, you had Jack's Music and I forgot the other one. There was another really big one in Red Bank. I was in there once getting a little amp fixed.
Little mom and pop music.
Yeah, and
Laurie
I heard
the great Laurie music and raw.
Yeah, and I heard them like, "Hey, you got Bruce Springsteen's amp? We got to get it to him." Like they're just chatting, like
sick.
But
even Manny's, Sam Ash, they're all gone. We have actually a private music store here in near me in Asbury Park. Russo Music, and they're pretty cool. They had a lot of vintage stuff. They got lots of celebrities in town that would go there and spend big money on guitars and stuff. Because they have the Stone Pony right there,
right?
And they had the big outdoor shows now. So that whole town's back from the dead. So
that's like out here with Norms.
They're doing okay. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
It's kind of like a hybrid Norms.
Okay.
So I never took to Guitar Center because I felt like they were sort of to the little shops what the internet is Guitar Center. Like they were taking all business away, and it never had the character. Like I felt like it never had the character of the places where some guitar players say, "I'm going to open a guitar shop." It was just a bunch of corporate people. So that never. Yeah,
it doesn't inspire confidence in knowing the equipment. Like I shouldn't go into a music store and know more than the people working there. And that's not even trying to talk about my own awareness of musical instruments and gear and whatnot, but I want to go and talk to some long-haired old rock star that's like, yeah, I want a simpler life now, but check out all these Gibsons I got behind me. I'm like, all right, cool, let's talk. You know?
Yeah. But you know what's filling that void is YouTube, right? I mean, I was like, I wonder if there's a way I can, wire this thing a certain way. There's a video for that.
For everything.
I bought that cheap ass SG back here for $120 off of Amazon because some guy.
I was eyeing that, man. That thing is pretty.
I thought it was going to be a piece of crap. I put a couple hours of work into it, dipped the pickups in wax, and it's a beauty. I was going to use it for a Black Sabbath tribute show that never happened.
Dope.
Because I don't have an SG. All my shit's, Floyd Rosen's and stuff. So
I traded an iPhone for an SG once.
Did you really? Oh,
I did, yeah, to my uncle.
I love that.
That's awesome. I just, so there are other things filling the gap for our needs, right? Are just buying, whether it's buying equipment or getting advice on anything, or just to play a song properly. You can go through the internet, and if you know anything, you're like, well, that guy's doing it wrong. Something's missing from that one. That guy's got it. Because I do cover. Yeah. That's my thing right now.
Yeah.
And I try to find the guy that gets the best, or girl, that finds the best version of the cover.
It's going to fuck with you over that, Scott. You
that's my teacher.
Yourself.
That's my teacher for the next 2 days.
Oh, that's great. I love the banter between y'all, man. I love the banter between y'all, man. I love it. It's great.
Scott and I were in it was one band, but it had 3 different names when we were in middle school and high school.
Absolutely horrendous band.
Yes, absolutely
Terrible.
Horrendous.
But that's part of the experience, though. Your first few bands have to suck.
But I moved from drums to keyboards to bass to guitar, and I don't know. I don't think I ever got to singing yet. I was too shy.
I was about to ask, where's the lead stuff, man?
Yeah, I used to fill in for my dad in the wedding band. He was like, "You got to sing." I'm like, "I don't want to sing."
You just go
God is a really
good singer.
And sit on the drums and go ooh, ooh. So I'd hide back there behind the hi-hat.
Gooseneck action.
And it's like, you could sing. You're singing the next song. You could sing. I go, I don't want to sing in front of people.
I feel that. When I first, my first band, my band that ended up getting signed, Cover Drive.
Yeah.
When we first started, I just wanted to play drums.
He opens up some pretty big names. I want to hear some about that.
Yeah. We did some. Well, I'll just give you the rundown on Cover Drive over here.
Yeah.
I got signed when I was 16. We were signed to. Yeah, it's crazy. A little bit predatory because I'm wondering, like, why do labels obsess over youth so much? But probably because we're easy to manipulate. But I digress.
Sure.
Signed when I was 16 to Geffen Records in the UK for the record deal, and then to Sony ATV for publishing in New York. And Geffen folded, and we were absorbed into Polydor. And while we were on Polydor, we opened for Rihanna. We opened for Kelly Clarkson. Opened for a couple other artists in the UK, like Ollie Murs and Dappy from the End-Ups, if you're familiar with them. We also opened for Lauryn Hill.
Wow.
And the band disbanded in 2018. But while we were still doing our thing, we had a #1 in the UK. We had a #3, a top 20 album. Got dropped, started touring the university circuit in the States, toured like 230 different universities.
Wow.
Connection
You've earned your stripes.
Reconnecting. Okay, we're back.
No, we heard you great. We never lost
you. Heard me? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Did 230 gigs across the States, and then we broke up, and I was like, okay, what am I going to do now with my life? I just spent the last 10 years in a band with these people.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. So I went.
You were still writing all that time, right?
I took a break from writing after the band broke up because that was between 16. Well, let's say 18 to 24 is when we were like doing it heavily. That is the end of your adolescence into your early 20s. So my identity was tied to being part of this unit. So when that fell apart, I was lost.
That's traumatic.
Definitely traumatic, especially before my prefrontal had fully developed. I didn't know what the hell was going on, man.
That is true, isn't it?
So I went and got a degree in audio engineering at Full Sail in Orlando, just so I could guarantee that I could still work in music even if I didn't want to be an artist. And during that process of getting my degrees, when I started writing again.
That was a good idea because how many artists can't master? I mean, they get the tapes over to some guy and then they get a different vision coming back to them.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times it's happened to different artists. And that's why producers get kicked to the curb. We tried Ted
100%.
Templeton. Now we're going with this guy. We're going with this guy.
Yeah.
And they're never quite getting their vision.
Never quite, or at least if you don't have the skill set behind like producing your own stuff or engineering your own stuff, how do you know which person to actually go for? You know, because yes, you can pick, that person's had success with these artists or whatever, but just because they have success with those artists that you look up to and idolize, they might not work well with you, you know? So my big thing for making my own music was that like, I didn't like how my voice sounded singing covers. So I was like, let me just figure out how to make my own stuff, make a genre around my voice so that it makes sense. So that when I finally want to work with somebody else, I know exactly what it is that I can do, what I can bring to the table to make the process easier. And I can identify, oh yeah, I'm deficient in these areas. So I need someone specifically who can do these things.
That's,
you know?
I love that. You know,
really
when I was going on your Instagram page, I could not, and what you said helps me, I could not categorize you. You know, and I think that's a good thing.
It can't be labeled that.
Because you could go seamlessly, you know, from what Scott and I might call one genre to another genre.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're someone limit yourself.
I don't, man. I'm ADHD AF, man, and that's not. I was ADHD before it was cool to say so.
I never heard the AF part of that. I like that.
yeah, as fuck.
That is funny. Never heard that.
And my attention span, you know, I get bored quickly, or not.
Right.
Maybe in terms of music, it's not appropriate to say as such. But I'm interested by a variety of things. I grew up in the Caribbean, but I grew up listening to, from my parents, like Linkin Park, Earth, Wind and Fire, Luther Vandross. And then in my teen years, I'm listening to like System of a Down and Trivium. But obviously, Soca's on the radio, Bob Marley's on the radio. And then No Doubt was one of the biggest inspirations for my band, Cover Drive. So I like so many different things.
But that's a beautiful thing. You get an amalgamation of all these things, and you really can take 100%. It any direction you want. You know, like you get that little heavy metal backbone, and you can grow on that. You could do just about any kind of genre.
I don't have the growl for metal, but I definitely have some guitars with humbuckers that I can turn up with. You know,
there you go.
I mean, you could, if you wanted to get a little heavier, you 100%. Could go there if you wanted to.
This LP in the background is my heavy girly. Where is it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at her, the green one, right?
Yeah, man.
She's a nice one.
Sounds great. She's pretty. She's pretty.
A green one. Ivy Les Paul, sort of, kind of.
Oh,
do you know that company?
I don't know Ivy.
One of those cheapo Amazon deals like this.
Oh, they're gorgeous. Some of their guitars.
I still need to work on that for you, so it's a little more.
I know.
I played it.
Needs a little bit of work.
It needs some help.
Yeah,
that was a splurge after a gig.
That's no cheapie. That's a good looking guitar.
Not all my guitars
Reverb, shout out. Oh no, I mean, honestly, it's funny because I would spend money on guitars and kind of like to collect them and play them, obviously, and record with them. But the one guitar in my collection that has made me the most money is my cheapest. It's a Squire 6. And I've gotten all my placements off of that. I'm just like, what the hell, man? Like, honestly, something about just being able to hold chords on bass strings, bass-ish strings.
Yeah.
Right.
It adds a really cool texture when you do R&B stuff.
Now, what kind of amps do you like to use?
So I am mainly in the box. I know that might be taboo to say, but I do have a 68 reverb here to my left that when I'm doing my stuff and I want it to feel more authentic, because I remember when I was at Full Sail, I met this engineer named Zach Allen, and I was sending him some of my stuff, and he's like, "It sounds like a VST." I want to hear the air, and I was like, that's a good point. So when I'm producing for other people, I'm in Neural DSP. I like Corey Wong's his signature Mateus Asado. If I want to get really kind of froggy and funky with it, I'll go like Tim Henson's from Polyphia's model. Or if I want something simple, I'll go with the Tone King,
Not Jim Henson,
So
Dave. Tim Henson. He's lost.
Tim Henson. Tim
What,
Henson.
they got a
Not Kermit. Not Kermit.
Kermit the Frog here.
Not Kermit the Frog. Tim Henson, the
Not this guy.
guitarist. Oh shit! Love it. I also have a Kemper. I have a Kemper under here as well.
Oh, okay.
So
Right.
I have a little mix of everything.
Right.
And for bass, I typically go through my API. I have a 512C here in a lunchbox capsule.
Okay.
And then into like a dark glass, another neural DSP pedal inside the box.
It's way out of our comfort range these days to some of the stuff that's out there.
And there's a lot, man.
Completely reinvent how I play guitar.
There's a lot.
When I gig now, I bring such a minimalist stuff now with me, but I still get guys coming up like, and girls, Dave, whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That come up and go, what are you using? What are you playing it through? It's the guitar. It's my fingers. I don't know.
That's an important distinction there. Tone's right here.
Yeah.
Tone is right here.
How many players you know that don't ever touch the tone knob or volume knob? I was talking to my brother about this today. He went and heard a band, and like the guy's guitar tone was like 80s Poison. Like, for
cool.
every song, every R&B. How could you play a heavy metal guitar sound to James Brown? It's like that. What are you doing?
You force it. You force the funk. You can't force the
Change
funk.
the tone.
You can't force the funk.
Yeah, you can't
Fiddle
force
the
it
knobs,
like that.
man. Fiddle
You can't force it.
No,
I mean, the guys that I see out here, they are quite, what's the word? Quite apt. Quite good at their tone modulation. Yeah. I mean, because I frequent the night circuit around here for the musicians that play the scene. I'm friends with a bunch of them, and yeah, the tones are on 10 out here.
Is the Whiskey still like one of the better main places?
I think it's still around. I haven't been there as yet. One of my guitarists is a big fan of the Whiskey, and I think he told me it's a little rah-rah now, or at least around it.
Okay.
So less has been going on, but a couple spots out here that you might be familiar with. The Couch Potato,
no,
is still around. I saw, what's his name? I think his name is Artur Menendez, something like that. Crazy blues guitarist. Okay. I mean, incredible dude. Troubadour is obviously here still. The Mint. I've seen some amazing musicians at the Mint. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Black Rabbit Rose on Hollywood. That's been around for a little while.
No, but I see you play there. I saw on your
Instagram. I'm there. I'm there every second Thursday. I'm up in there. So if you guys are ever out in LA.
Oh, next time I'm out there. Yeah, absolutely. Now, is there a place Smalls out there? There used to be a place Small. I got egged. I was a victim of a drive-by egging there. Literally.
I didn't know those kind of drive-bys existed.
Neither did I. I had wet egg in my hair.
I'll take a dairy product over a bullet any day.
Listen. I 1,000% agree. That's crazy. Just egged you randomly? Who did you offend out? Let's be real, Dave.
He got salmonella and everything, didn't he?
No, so line of people. I'm in my late 20s, and we're lined up to go into Smalls, which allegedly was like the hot place, back then. Mm-hmm. And we're just chatting it up. And then all of a sudden, I feel this thing that hit me in the forehead when I had a big head of hair, and I just felt all this liquid. I thought it was blood. It was egg yolk, and I just sort of slicked back my hair, which I think it's good.
Oh no!
And then I just went into the bar and hung out. And
That's crazy.
Like I had a huge bump on my head for weeks. Like it hurt.
Damn.
But I'm just trying to hang with my buds.
He went in there like something about Mary with his hair sticking straight up in the air.
Yo, it was crazy. Like Let's be real, Dave. Whose girlfriend did you steal to get egged in Hollywood, man? What were you doing?
No, that night I was good. That night I was
okay.
Good.
That night. All right. Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough.
But we
were
that
beautiful head of hair you used to have.
Yeah, that I used to have. But one of those nights we did party at the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, that's cool.
It was actually boring. Tell.
Really?
We went there. It was a record release party. There was a VJ on MTV. I forgot his name. Okay. He was like 6'7", like some gigantically tall, skinny guy. And it was an album release party. So we got in, and I thought, oh my God, I'm going to the Playboy Mansion. And just picture a bunch of people wearing khakis and white button-down tucked-in shirts. That was the party. And we were so bored we left.
I mean, that's a kink for somebody, I guess.
It was like it's like a catering hall. It wasn't
Oh shit.
it wasn't what you think it was. They were like picture shitty plastic rolling with like middle bartenders. What can I get you, sir? And then a bunch of like record, employees wearing just the most unrock and roll outfits in the world. And
I'm
and
so
it was,
sorry, man.
yeah, it was still fun because I could say
It
it was
wasn't like
there.
that when I was there. What?
Ah!
Yeah.
I was in the grotto. I don't know where the fuck you guys were.
Oh, okay. All right.
They did have a
I see.
representative
I was never there.
person in
Never
the
there.
grotto. So I did see the grotto, but it was genuinely boring. It was so boring we left.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't been to too many Hollywood parties that would be similar to like the Playboy experience. I've seen some things at some places, but nothing too crazy, thankfully. And honestly, I like my house a lot. So if I'm not performing or supporting somebody in the scene, I'm typically asleep or in my studio just plugging away.
Yeah.
Better off stay out of trouble and create music.
That's what I'm saying. I might go up for some inspiration, but I'll come back and write the song.
Well, the sense I get over there, and maybe you're getting the same thing, there's a lot of people just looking to find happiness, right? In a really tough town. And I've been to like a few parties through my friend. And what I find is just really nice people trying to find their way. Like the outside world has this perception, but a night like that being the exception to it, like I've been to these house parties and it's just really nice people. Hey, I'm working on a script. I'm trying to record this. I'm trying to get this job.
Yeah.
I'm a school teacher.
Well, listen, you're in an entertainment town, primarily.
You do find that.
So everybody's got something going on. They're working on something. And when you talk to somebody, they want to come and try to impress you, by saying
it's a duality. It's a duality.
Yeah.
You'll go to some parties where it's like everyone's just chill. Everyone's doing cool things. We might talk briefly on it, but we'll talk about movies or your favorite record or this artist, you're a fan of this artist. Oh yeah, cool. Let's talk about their songs or whatever.
Right.
And then you'll have the parties where there's like, like last week, I did album for this person or I did that, and that. I remember I went to one social gathering event and I met this guy and he complimented me on my jacket.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, thank you, man. And I was like, he's like, what do you do? He's like, I'm a musician. I'm an artist, producer. I was like, what do you do? He's like, I'm an astronaut. I was like, oh, okay. He said, you don't believe me. I said, well, there's a lot of substances here in California. I don't know what planet you're on. You could really be an astronaut. He's like, nah, I'm really an astronaut. He showed me this, like his whole NASA page and I'm the first rapper in space and just bravado that was unnecessary. I don't think he ever ended up going to space. I think he did like a NASA camp, but that's besides the point.
Oh,
so
that's funny.
the point being, you will meet both kinds of people. Again, the energy you put out is what you attract.
Yeah.
So if you put out that pick me energy, not saying you guys have in the slightest, but if you put out that pick me energy, you're going to find pick me people. If you were just want to have a good time. Oh, let me see the sights. You're going to meet some really cool people.
If you're trolling for a musician or playing your record or tour with you, how many times, Dave, we have famous people on the show. This guitar player A was better than guitar player B, but guitar player A was an asshole. I don't want to be stuck on a tour bus with that guy for 6 months.
Yep.
I'm saying
this guy here is chill. He's not as good on the guitar, but he's got a good personality. We got along,
and he holds it down.
He makes me laugh.
Yeah, and he holds it down. Yeah.
Who's gonna get the gig?
No, and we've talked about it. That wisdom applies to all different fields. Cool. And in my field, people
I'm an astronaut.
Yeah, right. I'm a lawyer nut, but
don't tell lies to our guests. What's wrong with you?
That's funny.
I got my NASA card right here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But it really does apply. Like people want to be with non-assholes. That's our wisdom for tonight. People want to be with non-assholes.
Yeah, that tour bus is really small when you got a jerk on board.
I'm saying, man.
You think band argument is bad? Well, you take the band argument situation and bring that on a tour bus or a small green room. there's a lot of hang time between gigs. You know,
It's true.
you're doing
Yeah.
It's true.
interviews, you're doing press, you're at the hotel, you're hanging out. You're backstage
100%.
hanging out. You're doing a sound check. There's a lot of hanging around because
I don't have room for drama, man. Personally, and I try not to be a dramatic person.
Most of the time, hanging around.
I love that. Yeah.
Right.
Now, I don't know why I'm doing an awkward segue, but I'll just do it. So
Let's do it.
If it sucks, I'll edit the shit out of it.
That's right. That's right. At least my dog isn't barking now.
Yeah, don't start that shit.
I know he might hear me. So, in your world, Scott and I grew up on a certain kind of music, right? Like the classic rock and all that. You said it earlier tonight. You're talking about social media. You're in such a different world. So, for you as a businessman to promote your art or to get the door opened for you to create and disseminate your art, what are your challenges to find
man?
And to keep your
man.
You're right.
That's a hard
to keep
question. No softballs on this show, Dave.
Yeah, throw all the hard balls, man.
Yeah,
that's a good question. I will say it is a challenge, and I quite frankly haven't figured it out all the way as yet because I feel like half the time the only way to really crack through the noise is if I act like a teenager in front of my phone. Which, if people can channel that energy, more power to you. But I'm 32 now, and those kinds of things don't excite me the same way, So I've honestly been on this journey trying to find a means to go viral in a way that doesn't compromise everything I believe in and stand for, Which
that is such a great
today.
What you just said, that's wonderful. But you'll find it because at some point, you're going to get that lightning in a bottle that it'll happen organically, I think.
And I'm claiming that. And it's hard, man, because, I know guitarists that are incredible who do everything that the other people are doing on Instagram and just doing all that kind of stuff, but putting in taste and like proper musicality in it. And it's not doing the same things. Or I know singers that can riff their asses off, who find like a nice reverberated stairwell or something and do the thing and it won't perform. So it's tricky, man. From what I've learned, the consistency of posting aids in the process. But in doing so, like you said, you end up finding or getting closer to that lightning in a bottle moment where it's like, okay, this amount of cringe-worthy material I'm safe with. And I can blend it with this level of musicality and this level of authenticity. And then eventually I'll have the perfect cocktail that's me on social media that will promote the business. But thankfully, to circumvent that, I have opportunities to constantly have content so that I can continue to post. As I mentioned, Black Rabbit, like you mentioned, that you see me singing there on Instagram. I'm there every second Thursday. So now I have that I can post. I sing at Andy's, Anderson Pax Bar in West Hollywood most Saturdays. So that's another thing I can post. And then I can find all the little in-between bits, studio sessions. Okay, I'll post that. All right, I might track my drums and play with some cool effect or run it through my pedal board. I have this cool Chroma console pedal I've been messing around with. Yeah, this thing is crazy. It has like every little thing has a different setting and you can kind of cross-pollinate different effects. So you just keep trying until something works, man. But it's hard. It's really hard because I feel like if given the chance, I would love to be born in the 70s.
Yeah.
Because then I can just play, and that's what actually mattered. And you're performing.
Yeah, you could just you're good and you work hard.
I love that idea of the cocktail. That's cool because it is social media. Being a guy that's promoting my own thing and the band and the show, I try to. Sometimes I just put up a video that's related to the show. It's not even us.
Yeah.
You pull them in with like, say, a backstage shot of Van Halen getting ready to do a show. And then they go, they follow you and they go, oh, this is a podcast. Let me check. It's weird. Like you said, this cross-pollination cocktail thing. I haven't gotten it figured out either.
It's hard, man. What I have found is that a lot of people who are on social media kind of religiously, it's a form of escapism,
Yeah.
And also, one thing I also learned is that the things that you post aren't necessarily for the followers that follow you. because the people that follow you might not be the ones interested in that kind of content. The algorithm is going to put your content in front of people that want to see what you're doing. That's where the consistency component comes in. So you keep plugging away, it'll keep pushing things towards people that actually want to see it.
And the algorithm is just God. I think the algorithm is God.
It's the puppet master, man. They made a technological God that just makes it harder for everybody. But man,
and we have a fickle God.
man. Yeah. I already worship one God, man. I can't worship the algorithm. I'm not. My God's a jealous God.
No.
You have such a short period of time, because I look at the analytics that some people watch your video for literally 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you got guys that start their video like, "Hi everybody, I want to let you know that I'm at the Black Rat." They're gone.
Gone. It's crazy, man. It's, I have resigned myself to the fact that it is a price of admission to at least to be part of this music game in the level that I want to be in it,
Yeah.
So I would just keep plugging away till I find my cocktail so that I can keep serving up these musical drinks and getting the people drunk off the content. You know
what I wonder? I wonder if one were, I don't even know how to phrase it. If you were to take a profile of a musical artist where I'm pointing to you like you're part of my screen right here, where you were sort of satisfied with their mix of authenticity and art, and then look and say, when they found their cocktail, because they're in this example, they're very successful. Did they get their cocktail authentically, or did they compromise their integrity to get it? Almost like you'd like 5 or 10 people who have gotten some degree of notoriety via the internet, right? And it's helped launch their career. I wonder, I'm going to guess that for most of them, their cocktail arrived accidentally and authentically.
Yeah. I think it's both.
Yeah.
I think it's both, though. Because some people stumble upon gold and get rich, obviously. But at the same time, at least, as I'm sure you guys know, there are pieces that you chip away at, or that people chip away at in pursuit of that viral moment, and it's just a matter of, where's your line? Where's your line? Where's your line in the sand? How far past it are you going to go? How far are you going to push it back? And I already know, for me, you're not going to see me doing dances in the street in front of traffic and shit. I mean, people can do that. Good for you. But for the life of me, I'd rather jump off of something high.
Here's a great example of what's going on with the music industry and TikToks and stuff.
It's a circus.
I have a 12-second video of me playing one chord to a beginning of a Who song when the Who came to the Madison Square Garden. 12 seconds. It's the highest number of views I ever got in any video I've ever done. 12 seconds. It's got like 50,000 views or something.
Listen, that happened to me last week. I post all these things on my page of me doing music and me promoting my new single Without You and just me creating the song and all sorts of stuff. And I get consistent views, but nothing that ever breaks the mold.
Right.
I drive a Tesla, and I recently discovered that they have the Grok AI in the Tesla. And I taught it some Bajan slang, some Barbadian slang words, and it used it in context. And that got over 200,000 views. I'm like,
wow.
All of this stuff, all of this music stuff.
Absolutely
it's not it's just me in this room. I'm making everything I put out. If you hear drums on my records, I'm recording it right next to me. If you hear guitars, I'm recording it right next to me. And you really care about the car more? That's crazy.
We take every show we chop it up into little bits. We use AI to find the best parts, and some of it I do myself to find if AI doesn't pick it up and edit it for me. Which saves a lot of time. But anyway, I was like, oh, this clip is gold. This is great. This is the rock photographer talking about how he got Ozzy Osbourne in a rabbit costume. This is gonna be huge.
You can't make that shit up.
300 views. That's
crazy. That's mad, man. That's mad.
It's just crazy because I thought it was really cool and interesting.
Yeah,
But
and then if you have a video of farting,
Yeah, over.
it'll get too much. You know,
One time.
yeah, one time,
So
one fart
it's
from
hard,
one
man.
puppy.
well,
know.
we're dealing with music, so we have the hybrid of doing something interesting, but we want to promote our own music. You know, I'm lucky enough to be in a
really
band that does a lot of
challenging,
goofy stuff, so I got some really good video of me doing goofy things. And those are the videos that do better than me shredding.
Yeah,
You know, people just it's over. There's just too many shredder videos.
There's too many. Everything's oversaturated. It's oversaturated.
Yeah.
So I mean, part of me feels like everything social media as we know it right now is on the brink of collapse, and we're going to have to figure out what the next step is. But one thing that has me hopeful for the future of music, at least slightly, in the era of AI artists and producers and whatnot, is that Gen Z seems to have taken a liking to kind of older forms of media. Like they're buying vinyls, they're buying cassettes. You know, I saw one artist load all of her albums onto like 12 different iPod shuffles and then sold them. You know, it was really cool. Really, they all sold out. So I'm hoping that what we do, what we love, won't become niche. Or if it becomes niche in the space of all the AI advancements, it won't be niche for long, because something about that human to human connection, whether it's through performance, whether it is in the imperfection that is being human.
Thank you. Well, it's like that a producer said to you, I want to air. You know?
Yeah.
There's something about, and I don't think it's just imagined. There's something about a speaker pushing air. You know, you got a magnet, you got the baffle, you got all that stuff, and it's just pushing air. And I would like to believe that we'll never really fully replicate that. You know,
I don't think we will, man. I don't think there's something visceral. Like in a world where everything is becoming indistinguishable from reality and what's AI generated, we are going to look for those opportunities where we can actually feel something tangible, you know? Like I remember I went to what's the venue called? It's not the Troubadour, not the Moroccan. Somewhere in Hollywood. There's an artist named Eric Krasno that my guitarist is a big fan of. I had never seen him before. And I knew he used to run with like John Mayer and all them, but I hadn't seen his music before. Otis McDonald playing the kit, fantastic producer and musician. And I went to that concert, and my guitarist and I have a ritual is that whenever we go hang out together and see a concert, we'll both take an edible. We time it perfectly. And mine kicked in as Eric was doing a solo. And it was one of my favorite experiences I've had as an adult. Just be like, oh, this is what I want. I want to feel the guitar, man. I want to see I want to be mind blown. I want my face to melt. I want that sensation, you know, and I feel like that will never be replicated. They'll never be replaced. It might become smaller for a moment, but the rock will always find a way. It's like life finds a way. Rock will always find a way.
That's the what do you call it? That's from Jurassic Park, right? Life always finds a way.
I always feel like it's always a correction in the music business. You know what I mean? Like
yin and yang.
Yes.
Pick your time frame. Anything you want. Like there's even a little classic rockish stuff coming out now, and everything kind of circles back, and something gets corrected, or something comes along that's so huge. Like the Beatles or grunge era or the hair metal era or whatever it is, but it always kind of comes back to that pure talent and pure music.
And there's even, I think, on social media, I think there's a thirst for authenticity. Like there's a bunch of Stones videos going around. Like one, I love Dead Flowers. I think that's one of my top 2 or 3 favorite Stones songs. And there's just Keith and Mick just sitting around. He's on an acoustic guitar, and Mick is singing, warming up for one of their concerts. And it's just Mick without a microphone, or at least he's not amplified, I should say. And Keith on acoustic. And there's a zillion views of it, but I think there's something that people are thirsting for. Just someone on an acoustic guitar, someone just singing into the air, and that's it. There's nothing else.
It's raw, man.
Yeah,
it's life.
There's a lot of that. I think. Yeah, And I think like you guys are saying, yin and a yang, or it could be, we can call it a pendulum.
Mm-hmm.
And we're swinging all the way in the direction of AI for a while, but now we're coming back a little bit. And I think there really is a thirst. And the internet plays for that, because you pull out your iPhone and you just tape someone who's playing acoustic guitar in their bathroom, where there's good acoustics or something. And I really do think maybe we'll find the right balance. Did you guys see that Bohemian Rhapsody, that group that did it in the streets of Paris?
No.
Oh, you were
I did
entitled.
not.
It is a treat. These people worked so hard. So it's clear they're top shelf musicians.
Oh wait, this is where they're popping out from like different windows on the building. Oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah. And what I love about that, within reason, I think it was acoustic in the sense that it went through the air. That I don't think they did like a studio recording and then filmed a bunch of people in the street reacting. Like I think it really happened. Would be my guess.
Yeah.
Or even I like watching those. Is it called 10,000 Musicians or 10,000 or 1,000 Guitars? Have you guys seen that?
Drummers play like one song, but like a Nirvana song or a Foo Fighters. Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll have like they'll do like an AC/DC song. There'll be like 50 people on guitar and 20 drummers, but it's all filling.
I prefer that over the little kid who could shred. That's
completely, yeah.
Or the same guy covering Eruption every 600 times or playing behind his. I'll take that over that any day.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, be different. Yeah. It's okay to chase your idols, but be unique. That's what I like about Rex. He's unique. There's nothing quite like you, man. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. And I think that's going to take you a long way.
Yeah, I think you're going to be one of those shows we've had like, yeah, we had Rex on. You had Rex? We did. Bullshit. You didn't have Rex on. And then we find out Scott forgot to hit record on the tape. No one's going to believe
us. That'd be crazy. I'm going to bring you guys up on stage.
On an hour of recorded material that we could use. Yeah. We're about an hour and a half into the show.
Oh my gosh. I mean, talking with y'all is so fun, man. Time's flying.
Yeah, that's every
let me plug Rex in the rhythm, man. I got a nice QR code here, which I think is probably going to go in front of his face, so I apologize. I'm going to try to move everybody around here a little bit.
All right.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, so you got a Guitar Tales logo. Yeah. Oh yeah, you blocked them.
Put me over there.
All good.
There we go. Yeah, I'll move you.
I'll do my little elevator pitch. Hello, Guitar Tales fan base. My name is Rex. I'm from Barbados. Thank you for taking the time to watch. This is my new song, Without You. I wrote it for Anderson .Paak, but he didn't take it, so I was like, I'm going to take it for myself. And it's a good song. I think you'll like it. Got some Silk Sonic, got some cool vibes. I'm playing that Strat in it.
There we go. Now I have a way to end the show when I edit this together. We're gonna play
there you go. Check it out now. Tell your friends. Show your friends.
And YouTube will say, you stole material from an artist, and silence the whole show.
No
man.
We used to end the
Man,
show
well-
with friends of ours that were covering Bohemian Rhapsody, and it's a great bumper and it's hilarious. And the guy's a good friend of mine. They took time out to do it. You know, it was so good, close to the original, that they sniffed it out and
They
edited.
thought it was the original.
And muted our entire show.
Dude, that is like you can't win sometimes, man.
So when I get that copyright warning, I'll say Rex said it was okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll wrap it up and then we'll come back and we'll put Rex to work for a little while longer.
Rex, I got to tell you, there's a good reason why Scott put this as a special episode of Guitar Tales. So much fun. We knew we had gold in you.
Oh,
Like we were
if this brown could blush.
I love that. We'll do it for you, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna use that on my brother-in-law George.
Oh, that's great. That is great, man.
No, you guys rock, man. Thank you guys for having me, man. This was fun.
Nice having you aboard. David, how do we want to end this thing? Want to go with Ronnie Bumblefoot?
We have to go with Ronnie.
Because we're shitting on shredders a little bit today. Maybe we'll because Ron is like one of the greatest shredders of all time.
All right, we will. Let's do it with Ron. Listen to this voice coming up, too. Have a good night. All right, take care. We'll see you soon.
I got a lot of editing to do, kids.
You do.
Hello, I'm Ron Bumblefoot Thole, and you're watching Guitar Tales.